In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how my client Faisal was able to lose 17 pounds, all while memorizing over 100 ayat of the Quran. Allahumma barak, first of all. And it's crazy because at the beginning, he had no system and he was confused, and all he had was where he wanted to go, which was lose fat, and he just had a bunch of drive, like he really wanted it. And I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to help him implement the SMART method. So yeah, he started at 172 pounds and he was able to get all the way down to 155. As you can see, a big difference. And it's crazy because he was trying to lose weight in the past and he couldn't seem to get past his 162 limit. And he said, I thought 162 is my limit. It is going down more now. And I said, inshallah, we're gonna break limits. And it's crazy because this is, I think, around 8 pounds that he lost, and we ended up losing 9 pounds over that, over his limit. We don't believe in limits. We don't set limits on ourselves. And it's crazy because, like I said earlier, he was able to memorize 102 ayat of the Quran. He finished Surah Mu'minun and he got started on Surah Luqman, like 1 through 25. Now he's on the 25th. And it's crazy because all of this was while working and studying in college at the same time. And so many people, they make excuses. They're like, oh, I have exams, I have to study, I have to go to work, I have family obligations that I have to tend to. And you need to ask yourself this question. Whatever the struggle that is that you have, ask yourself, does someone else have this struggle? Okay, does someone else have, let's say, for example, 3 kids, full-time job. Okay, someone else has 3 kids and a full-time job. Are they able to be in physically good shape? Okay, yes, there's people that have 3 kids and a full-time job that are in physically good shape. Are there people that also are in that situation and are close to Allah? Yes. So that breaks the belief of it being impossible, okay? So now you know that it's possible. Now you move past this excuse. But that doesn't happen when you tell yourself, I can't do it. Because then your brain is not going to look for a solution. You have to say, I can do it, I just don't know how, and I'm going to figure out how, inshallah. And I'm going to show you exactly what he didn't do, first of all, and then I'll show you how he did it. So what he didn't do is, number 1, complain or make excuses, like I mentioned. Big thing. And number 2, he didn't do any extreme diets. So many people, when I come and I ask them about like, okay, so what have you done in the past to try and lose weight? So many people, they tell me like, oh, I just stopped eating. I just try and fast for like a week straight, 2 weeks straight, or I cut carbs completely, no more bread, no more sugar. I'm like, whoa, like slow down. I'm like, how long did that last? And then they say like 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, of course. Consistency is like the number 1 thing. If you're doing something that's extreme and you're not going to be able to hold it sustainably, like you're not going to see any results. And it's the same thing. There's a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ mentions that the most beloved deeds to Allah are the ones that are most consistent, even if they're small. Like so many people, they try and do the massive jump and then they end up just burning out and they can't continue. So that's what he didn't do. And number 3, he didn't stop eating out. So many people, they think they can have burgers or pizza once in a while. Like, okay, I wouldn't recommend it, especially if it's like really bad quality, but it doesn't kill you at the end of the day. And you won't ruin all your progress from one burger. Like, that's not how it works. So he didn't stop eating out. And he also didn't go to the gym for hours a day. So many people, again, they think more hours in the gym is more progress. It's crazy because it's actually the opposite. Like, if you stay in the gym for way too long, you actually start to break down your muscles in a way where it's going to take way longer to recover. And you actually might not like the gym anymore. You might get burnt out. So I always tell people maximum like 1 to 1.5 hours. I usually shoot for like 45 minutes. That's like the best. And the last thing is that he wasn't ever perfect. Look, isn't this a surprise, right? We're never perfect. None of us are perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to break our rules. We're going to fail, right? But you have to have systems that get you back into place and then get right back to it. It's not about restarting from zero and, oh, I've messed up everything, I have to restart. It's not like that. And now I'm going to show you exactly what he did do. So we talked about what he didn't do. Now here's what he did do. He created goals and worked backwards. I'm going to get into how you can use the SMART method to create goals and work backwards. And then we tracked needle movers. What are the most needle moving tasks that you have to do in order to reach your goal? Okay, whether it's your calories, like, okay, you're going to have to hit a certain amount of calories every day. Okay, how do I do that every day? How do I stay consistent with it? What's causing me to not stay consistent with it? Things like this. And then he also used the 3-level consistency method. I showed a example of this on a video that you could go watch. It's very beneficial. Alhamdulillah, it's massively benefited my life. and you should go implement that ASAP. And then he also followed the systems I gave, and he sought advice. Look, so many people, they don't improve because they're one of these 3 character traits. And these 3 character traits, if you have even one of them, like, you can actually never see progress in anything. It's going to hold you back massively. And these 3 character traits, I'm not sure if you could guess it, but if you're shy, lazy, or arrogant, you're almost never going to achieve anything. Like, for example, if you're shy, you're not going to ask the right questions in order to help you get the goal. Like, let's say I wanted to ask a question, but it makes me feel dumb, or it makes me feel like I'm weak, or it makes me feel like I don't know anything, right? But that answer will get me to the next level. But I'm not going to ask it because I'm shy. This is going to hold you back massively. You have to ask the questions even when you feel shy. And this is what my client would ask me. He would ask me for certain advice, and I would give it to him, and he would apply it because he wasn't shy. And the second one is lazy. You're not lazy to apply the information that you've been given. So many people, we know that we live in a day and age where we know everything at this point. We have access to every information on our phone, and we're just lazy to apply majority of it. So that's a big one. And the last one is arrogance. If you think that you know everything, let me just tell you right now, you don't know anything. There's always going to be someone that's better than you. There's always going to be someone that knows more than you, stronger than you. Ask advice from the people that even look below you, but they might know something that you don't. Don't be arrogant. You can benefit your life. Your life literally will get so much better if you're not arrogant. So, okay, before I go into that so deep, I'll go back to this. So, yeah, whenever he struggled, he sought advice, and he let me know. And then we figured it out. Now, lastly is the SMART method. Without the SMART method, you're almost not going to know exactly what you need to do on a daily basis. And we had to break this down. So the S is get specific, right? This is about creating a goal. You want to be extremely specific about what it is that you want to achieve. For example, if I want to lose weight, I don't just say I want to lose weight. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to get to 15% body fat. I want to look a specific way. I want to be able to feel a certain way. I want to feel confident. I want to see my blood results getting better. You have to get extremely specific about exactly what you want to see, because if you're just vague in your goal, like saying, "Oh, I just want to lose fat and get strong," like, what does this mean? You have to get really specific with it. Now, the second one is M. So it's measurable. It has to be something measurable. Like, for example, if you say, "I want to feel better," what does this mean? Like, does this mean like my testosterone is higher? Does this mean I feel more confident? Like, how can you measure this? It has to be like some sort of number or a metric that you can have to compare to. Now, letter A is achievable. It has to be something achievable. You're never going to fly with no wings. You have to have a goal that's actually achievable. And this leads to letter R, which is relevant. It has to be something relevant to where you are, something realistic to that you can actually achieve. And yes, shoot big, but don't shoot yourself in the foot. Like, for example, if you're 300 pounds overweight, you're not going to lose 100 pounds in 10 days unless you do something crazy, like some surgery, stop eating. You're just going to have to go extreme, and you're going to have to harm your body in some way. This is not relevant. This is not realistic. And that leads to T, which is the last one, which is time bound. Like I said, you're not going to lose 100 pounds in 10 days. Be realistic. Make it something that's actually achievable. And you won't know exactly how to lay these out unless you have someone that's experienced and knows exactly how these things work. And if you feel like you're someone who's an individual that is extremely committed, and you have that burning desire, just like Faisal had, that he really wanted to lose weight, he just didn't have the roadmap. He didn't know exactly how to do it. But once I showed him how to do it, he was able to accomplish it with Allah's permission. So if you feel like you could relate to this, you could go down to the description and you could book a call with me, inshallah, and we can see if my program is a good fit for you. And if you found value in this video, I really appreciate you staying to the end of the video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.